Season 17 rank is really different. You need to pay attention to these tips if you want to succeed this season in ranked. There's some weird loopholes you can do, but we just did our placement games and ended up gold 3 after them. I think we won about a third of the games. So, I mean, we didn't hide, but we avoided fights that were high risk because it is all about making a top 5 finish if you can.
Yeah, the placement games were a lot of fun. I would say we ran into a couple like really stacked teams, but on most games, it was pretty chill, and we just played for end zone.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, end zone, in my opinion, is the most fun part of Apex.
I had a lot of fun in some of our late games that we experienced tonight. Like, they were a lot of teams up. We had to use position and rotate. We ended up winning, I think, 3 or 4 of our games. We only played a handful, but the end game is really where it is exciting. And I think Apex did a great job with making the placement so important. Now, yes, there's some broken things where you can just hide and heal in zone, but I mean, and then you get body lobbies because you do no damage or little damage, but that's not how we play, and that's not how we're going to play because you're not getting better at the game if you play like that. So we took smart fights, and that was the main thing. As you can see, some fights that like here we'd run away from, and some fights we would take. It's just knowing which fights to take and trying to get into a decent spot in zone and then defending that area.
One of the loopholes right now, if you don't kill anybody and if you don't do any damage, then it keeps trying to put you in low tier lobbies so that you can to help you out a little bit, but you can keep climbing the ranks. So I think it's probably like a bug they'll probably fix.
It's because it only costs 35 to get into a game, and they can't make that. You should not be able to gain points at Diamond and get out in like 6th place with 0 kills, 0 damage, and be able to walk away with points. Like, that's ridiculous. So yeah, it's definitely broken with that. You can legit just hide, but who wants to do that? That's so boring.
I think this season, I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. I mean, you can certainly get points easier, it feels like, just by getting high placement, but that's good in my opinion because we want more teams going to the end zone and playing. I think we had a couple games already tonight. We played 12 games where we'd have 12, 13 teams live going into like zone 4 and 5, which is a lot of fun. Those end games when it's final ring closing with 4 or 5 teams are a lot of fun, and it's something we haven't experienced the last few seasons.
And I think we did this as a duo queue, so our randoms were a crapshoot. Like super hit or miss. Some randoms were, I think they were AI, and then some randoms were actually like cool and stayed with us and talked to us. But I think playing a control legend and a what was I?
Bangalore.
Yeah, so it's an assault legend or skirmish. Wait, what is she?
Assault.
I'm drawing a blank now.
Assault. Yeah, assault. Gets the bins.
Assault legend was really key because we had the smokes for cover for, if we got in a sketchy rotate. Also, Bangalore just is really good for close range fighting.
Mm-hmm.
And then Caustic just to hold down an area. Like we had a couple of fights where we just had gas in a building and no one could do anything about it. And they just kind of gave up on us.
Yeah, and that's good because people do care about placement a little more now. So if they see that you have a control legend in a good position, they're probably less likely to just completely ape you because there's more of a penalty for dying, considering kills don't matter as much and placement does matter more. So, I guess the goal is to have people play smarter, have more teams alive going into the end zone, and those end zones where there's like I said, 5-6 teams as the final zone's closing are a lot of fun and something to look forward to as opposed to just having one team just get 30 kills and just smear the whole lobby.
That's just kind of gross. It's just that the system's not working if that happens. One thing to note too is that, you don't get repeat kills points or ladder points if you kill the same person again. So there's no point in doing that stupid glitch where you're just farming and just, respawn farming. Or, even if you did kill someone, there's just no point in letting them res and killing them again. There's no benefit to your team. Just, fully wipe a team. We're not doing a kill race at this point. And I think there's some overall good changes. But like I said, the main thing is just avoid those early fights if you can. There's really just no reason to take early fights right now with how ranked is. I mean, if you have a super safe 50-50 and you just absolutely have crazy confidence, I guess go for it. But
you get some bonus points.
But, tonight Ranked was on Kings Canyon. It's such a small map, the smallest of Apex Legends maps. So it's just, you hear every single fight everywhere.
One of the best parts of the night and one of the best parts of the update that we experienced a lot tonight was the evac towers.
Yeah, we used a lot of evac towers. They're so clutch.
Yeah, it was, we didn't have a Valk on our team once tonight. And, we were able to just leapfrog and get really good, like, God spots. Just if you're smart and know what the zones are doing, especially if you have a control legend, it works really well. So the evac towers, for me, were, like, one of the highlights of the night.
Yeah, I mean, and I would say even less ballistics tonight than the night before. Definitely still a lot. His tactical is a little bit easier to avoid than I initially thought, especially since it has a lock-on feature, but you can avoid it. Even if you get the missile lock, just go behind a cover or go inside and close a door, and you can completely avoid it.
I don't think we fought one. I don't recall fighting one ballistic.
Yeah, you got locked out. I saw once or twice. Still a lot of Sears in the lobby. Sears just one of those legends that people are just so used to playing, and they don't want to play it without a scan. So a lot of Sears, a lot of ballistics.
Sears still really strong.
Yeah, and I really only one or two other Caustic. So Caustic is just that legend that I'm just such a huge fan of playing with a Caustic on a team or being a Caustic, just because you can control the situation and just hold off fights from some people that are maybe taking fights that are dumb.
So I think regardless, to wrap it up, I think they're heading in the right direction. Definitely some more things need to be tweaked. I would like to see longer queue times for some of the higher ranks, so you can definitely get in.
Yeah.
If it's Master Preds 3 stacking, they should probably have to wait, 5-10 minutes to get into a lobby that's appropriate instead of pulling in plats.
And that's what they're doing right now. If you have a really good game and you're 3 stacking with your plat friends, you'll get pulled up to a really high lobby. And then
which sucks.
Same thing if a Master Pred team's 3 stacking and they just maybe get out in like 12th, they're going to get pulled down to a lesser lobby. So I think that the hidden MMR rating it's just going to take some time for it to fully work itself out. And I hope it doesn't fully reset in like every 3 games or 4 games. I hope it's something that's just like it looks at an entire player data and history so it can give like a little bit more accurate, you know what I mean? Like information, because it can't just be based off 3 or 4 games, because you throw 3 games and then you get a bot lobby and then you post that, hey, look, I got 20 kills at a Pred lobby.
Yeah. Well, guys, we're going to wrap it up there. And, hopefully, if you guys haven't followed the channel already, hit that follow button. We posted a bunch on YouTube, and also we stream every single night on Twitch. So if you guys want to swing by there 7 nights a week, we can say what's up.
Yeah, we're live a lot. Thank you so much. Really appreciate any comments. We'll try to check out and let us know what you want to see next.